everyone, Shawn Clement here, and we have a little add-on, so the folks on Premium will get this as well as you guys on YouTube. This is the final version. We were talking about swing planes with different instruments and feeling that outward pull for the longer instruments and the downward pull with the shorter instruments. So I've got a driver and a 9-iron here, and I'm going to give you guys a different view. So I'm hitting a 9-iron right here to that green, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up directly in the direction of the center of the green, and you guys are going to get to see what it looks like from the front when I'm pre-turning. It'll look like I'm almost going towards the camera angle, the camera lens, when I'm drawing the ball back. So I'm lining up straight over my intermediate point, playing the ball back, and then releasing to the right edge of that intermediate point. So I gather right edge, release right edge. Stupendous. That should have looked like it flew right over the camera, because it basically went over the tree that's guarding the green and it drew back to the center of the green. So notice the divot I have here. As I swing back and through without stopping, notice there's a lot steeper angle of attack with a 9-iron. You hear those thumps? Now, if I do the same thing with the driver, well, I'm not going to get that at all. So now I've got staying in the air. So if I do the same thing, now that I flick my tee away, I'll use this one, and I'll use that as my intermediate point. Always have an intermediate point. Crack City. So I'm lining up down the center. I'm going to start it over the left edge of that tree and draw it back. So there we go. Sav, you want to check, make sure I'm still in the frame? Because I had to back up a little bit with the driver. I want to make sure you guys get the full view here. Am I still in the frame? Okay, cool. So now it feels like I have to pre-deploy with the driver. Now I've got that outward pull, bring that in. So I'm going to play basically a fade, a straight fade out, and fade it back behind that tree. So gather and release in that direction. That's perfect. Right over the left edge of the tree, fading back behind the tree, and that was spot on. So if we were to do a draw, see, that tree made me change my mind. Well, I'm going to do draw anyways. So right there, I got my intermediate point. Now I'm going to start it a little right of that intermediate point for that draw. Oh, perfect. Gotta love this. So much fun. There it is, just landed. So perfect clip of the tee. Notice my tee is staying in the ground because I've got my ball and a string clipping through the tip of the tee in that direction. So if I clip the tip of the tee with the sole of the club, that ball's going to get stamped right here in the center of the face, and that's where I'm going to get bliss on a stick. So I hope you enjoyed the difference in swing plane between driver and 9-iron. And by executing that perpetual motion drill, meaning don't let the left arm hit you going back, don't let the right arm hit you coming through, and I'm staying out of the way of my lasso. Notice I got full absolute range of motion here. And you'll notice that when I've got full range of motion in a solid posture, my return to the ground or above the area that I want to have my ball is going to be very, very accurate. Whereas if I'm losing posture or letting the arms crash up against the rib cage, then the arms get diverted, and then I got X's and O's all over the place, okay? The wrong kinds of X's and O's, if you know what I mean. So, hope you enjoy that, and we'll see you next week.